It happened again. I was just minding my own business at the shop when I got a phone call about the estate of a lifelong Volkswagen dealership parts manager. The house was packed with original Volkswagen parts. And sitting outside the garage was an example of one of the rarest Volkswagens ever built. A car I'd wanted since I was a kid. Right, so I'm just doing my thing here, working on sand rails and dune buggies and all kinds of stuff. And I get a phone call, and the phone call is from a really cool cat. His name's Lawrence, and he's like, hey, you need to call my buddy Jim. Jim is a retired master tech from Volkswagen from years back, and his friend passed away. And there is a parts hoard that his friend had, talking new old stock VW stuff, the whole house, the whole garage, the whole property, some cars there. There's a car there that I have been wanting to own for years. I mean, I cannot tell you how excited I am. I shouldn't be doing this, but I have to at least go look. The Type 34 Karmann Ghia is a special car to me because I fell in love with it when I was a kid. I mean, I just did. Flipping through VW Trends magazine, being a VW nerd, loving Beetles, loving buses, but then all of a sudden, what is this? They're hard to find here in the United States. They're hard to find anywhere in the world. And here there's one sleeping on the heels of having just met the owner of the gas station from the previous episode that you guys have seen now. And if you haven't, go check out the 6J's gas station episode. Now we're gonna do it all over again. I'm super excited about this. I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am. Like, it's just gonna be cool to see what this is. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there it is. There we go. Super long driveway. Oh man, I think I see it. I think I see it already. Oh man, it's there under a car cover. Let's see what this is all about. Hey, who's this?
That's Schrader.
Hey, Schrader.
I don't know if you're a NASCAR fan, but Kenny Schrader was a very famous driver.
Sure.
So I had two border collies. I had Kenny and I had Schrader.
Aw.
Kenny has passed away and Schrader's still holding on.
Schrader's still holding on. Chewing a treat.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Brandon.
Brandon, I'm Jim.
Jim, nice to meet you. I've just got the camera going as I was pulling up, but I don't have to include any of this or whatever. So
Come take a look in the garage first,
but
since I got it open.
Sounds good.
We've been at this a couple days a week for about 6 weeks because we had just little trails when we started.
Wow.
When Greg bought stuff, he didn't fool around. I mean, he never used his sandblaster tank, but a polisher, but he bought Eastwood, you know.
Sure.
He bought stuff, he bought the best.
Yeah.
So I numbered the blocks because we were just a couple days ago, we went through and cleaned up all the serial numbers on, so we knew what we had.
Sure.
We also got, I'm waiting to get the title on this. You know, if anybody's interested in stuff, I have a Yamaha RD 350. So it's a two-stroke Yamaha.
Yeah, so
Of
it's,
course,
I
he
mean, it's
bought the
just
bike.
carbs off. That's it.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
It's a great color.
And I got the
box of stuff
boxes
up
of
here.
stuff, and of course, you know, in typical Greg fashion, he bought another frame. I don't know what the hell he was going to do with another frame.
Wow.
But he bought another frame, another set of carbs, another set of side plates.
It's got some wheels hanging out there
Look at the
too.
wheels that he bought for it. This is
That would be the motor, the
Type 34.
spare
Yeah.
for the Type 34. Yeah. Yep. Very cool.
there's, I don't know, maybe 4 sets of carburetors.
Wow, so he had or collected early stuff, because that's early. Those are all 36 horsepower, and then these two are also 36 horsepower engine blocks. We've got what looks like it could be a 1500 or maybe a 1600.
Yeah, with the crank angle sensor. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would probably be 16 by that point.
I think because this is on the engine stand that this is out of the 65 Ghia.
What yeah, that's single relief.
And this engine had nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It had a little misfire because the valves were tight on number 3.
Oh, and he just broke it down.
And it's like,
Yeah.
did it probably need a valve job? Probably, but
Right.
we could have just slipped one cylinder off and, you know, pull the motor out, but slip one cylinder off. And
Right.
so, tools.
Yeah.
Free to a good home.
Okay. I mean, I could use this piece right here.
Well, everything to go with it is in those bins over there.
No way.
Let me see if I get a little bit of light going here.
Oh, and here's another engine case just hanging out.
I don't know what's up with that one. It's got no numbers on it. I don't know if it's a reman.
Yeah, it's probably a reman.
Somebody's like, it's stolen. Oh, come on.
No.
You know?
No. A red floor mat. What does that go into? Is that a
I haven't been there yet.
VW? Yeah, gosh, this is another tool I could use. I could really use that. My goodness.
This is my brother's engine. My brother, 50 years ago when he was 16, he bought a 55 oval window Beetle.
Oh, wow.
And the transmission took a shit at it the first week he had it.
Okay.
Here sits the engine.
Yeah.
50 years later, he's been paying for storage for that car for 50 years.
Wow. Is it a US spec 55 or does it have semaphores?
Yeah, yeah. So it has turn signals.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
My father and I have a US spec 55.
That'll be one of my projects. And I brought it
Sure.
over here because Greg had all the tools and everything.
Yeah. Was it numbers matching or is it numbers matching?
Yes.
Wow, that's cool.
Yes.
That's really cool.
And we had put a used transaxle in it, and we didn't get a chance to put the engine back in, and he went a different direction. And
Sure.
All
Yeah.
of a sudden, he decided he liked old Chevy, so...
Yeah.
And it was a 54 Chevy, a 57 Chevy, a 55 Chevy.
Yeah.
He was really into that stuff.
Makes sense.
I was a kid at in the high school parking lot with a 57 Chevy 4-door. It didn't matter if you pulled up at a stoplight next to a brand new Corvette.
Right.
The Chevy was cooler.
Yeah.
No matter
always.
what. No matter what.
Always.
And you could put 4 people in the front and 4 in the back, and
Right.
it was good stuff.
This is a hard drive for Fat Noise.
Fat Noise.
An
That was
original VW system accessory. Yeah.
And I have all the manuals. I have the chargers. I have the remote. I have, nowadays
Dude.
everything's on an SD card, but
Yeah.
it's just cool stuff.
Right. That's old school.
And it works.
That's funny. My goodness.
I mean, everywhere you look around here, there's just some kind of
Right.
generator or
Yeah.
coil or
Stuff.
stuff.
But VW stuff.
Right.
Good stuff.
And he really liked Mark IVs.
Okay, sure.
So he had a couple of those.
Good taste. I like Mark
No.
IVs too. I don't have any right now, but I've always liked the Mark IV GTIs and yeah. It's not true. I've got a Turbo S Beetle right now.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't count that much. But it is
Those
a
were cool.
legit
Until
Turbo
you had
S.
to change the turn signal bulb.
Right,
Some
exactly.
people didn't understand that. What? I got to take the bumper cover off to
change
the turn
that
signal
out?
bulb?
Yep.
Yeah, and we can't put an LED in there because then it's going to set off.
No, that would be too easy. So this is, I'm assuming, yep, by the top, this is the 58.
Right.
Wow, it's even a VW cover.
Of course.
Of course, because he had access to all that stuff.
So, obviously, you'll know what pans are
Or what? Yeah,
This was the Ghia pan.
sure. The Karmann Ghia.
The 65.
65 Karmann Ghia there.
65.
Yep. Okay.
And that's the Beetle pan.
Okay. Yep.
It's not terrible.
No, it's not.
It's certainly fixable.
Yeah. But that's a spare. It's not numbers matching for this car.
Right.
So this car is currently on its numbers matching pan.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a pan. God, I get so wrapped up. So this is out of the 65 Ghia, and it's been painted black, so it's been gone through at one point in time.
Sure. Yeah. Been painted over. Okay.
So let me put some covers off here.
Sure.
That pan next to you there?
Right. This would be the. Yep. Yes, I can.
That means you know what you're doing.
Yep.
Tell me what it's for, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Folks will be like, oh, yeah.
That is a rare beast. Wow.
When you see the fuel lines, you know.
Yeah. Thank you for having me out here too, by the way. Just talking to you on the phone. Oh, cascading. A deluge. It's not gonna hurt anything.
At this point,
Warm day like
no.
today, it'll just dry up. Oh yeah, it was split even.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time.
Yeah. Pretty clean top though overall. I mean, I expected
So,
maybe dents or
he bought
something.
it running and driving in '91. He parked it behind Whitney Imports in Villa Park, and somebody stole. First, they stole the hood, then they stole the fenders, and then they stole the interior. They stole the steering wheel.
Wow.
So somebody took their time and slowly parted it out day after day after day.
Yeah.
91.
The original color.
There's no cameras.
The original color would have been this silverish metallic blue, or was that even a repaint?
I have no idea.
It's sort of hard to say because there's
You know,
also
if you look at the quarters and in the inside, I don't know.
yeah, the inside under the carpet
Oh,
glue.
but look at the dash.
Yeah, and the dash. Yeah, that's a pretty color. I forget the name of that color, but that's a really pretty color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was common for this era. Wow. Yeah, so late 58, early 59, somewhere in that mix.
So the numbers we dug off of the transom down there,
Yeah.
and it says the production date was like July of '57. But
Sure.
the title I have says '59.
Interesting. Yeah.
The numbers match.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I wish it said '57.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey, as long as all the numbers match, maybe it wasn't imported. Maybe the title got docked in import somehow.
I do not have a deck lid for it.
Sure. Wow. Very cool. Okay, yeah, so he did get a 4-tab hood for it, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. It's got some surface rust and stuff, but yeah, it's fixable. And in coral too. That's a pretty. I mean, probably was a repaint that color, but whatever car that was on was kind of special. So
That's a nice sunroof. Boy, out there.
it is. That is a nice sunroof.
The
Yeah. And you've got the slider inside
yeah,
or something.
I'll show it to you in a little bit here.
Yeah, sure.
Let me uncover the. So this one here, I'll get those side by covers for you.
Okay.
But it's, from where it was sitting, it got rust on this side, and it had a tree fall on the front end. I mean, when cars sit around, they get messed up.
Oh yeah.
When you drive them, they get messed up too.
It's true. Yeah, but sitting is worse than driving.
I threw away the VW cover last week.
Sure.
I have to catch you on that front fender. You'll see the front fender of the back fender.
This is anthracite gray. It's a pretty color. Oh yeah, I see the bonk on the front fender.
I just put new wheels on that dolly. They were off flat. I had to have something to be able to move it around.
Sure. You probably got that from Eastwood too, I would think, or
Looks like it, doesn't it?
yeah, decent car dolly. The wasps have been living in it. Nose has been bumped, that's usual. But yeah, all right. So it got clocked here good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gutter of the house. And
Yeah,
it was a big rain.
I believe it.
I mean, if you look above you,
Well, yeah,
there's some big trees, man.
yeah. That's a sizable. That's an old tree.
And his money didn't go into the house. It didn't go into food. It didn't go into health. His money went into cars.
Sure. Yeah, the underside's pretty clean there.
And this side, there's got the rust at the bottom.
Sure.
But other than that, this side's really clean. It's all fixable.
Yeah. Oh, everything's fixable, especially in my line of work. Everything's fixable.
If you've got the parts, you can fix it. If
Right.
You don't, you can't fix something you don't got.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh, this is cleaner than the 68 I have in the shop.
I have a 3-inch PVC pipe that I found that had been capped and never opened. I opened it, and it had all the chrome for this car brand new, all the side chrome.
Wow.
I lost it in the house.
Oh, damn.
I'd show it to you. Maybe we'll find it.
Well, maybe we'll find it. Yeah, I'm curious about what that looks like
Yeah.
then. If you can lose stuff like that.
So I find that, and I'm like, well, what kind of car does it go to? I have 3 sitting here.
Right.
So sometimes there's things I find, and it's like I gotta internet search.
Yeah, try and figure out what goes to where.
Fortunately, those guys with the Type 34s,
Yeah.
they love their cars so much.
Oh yeah.
They put lots of photos online. So
Yeah.
there's lots to go.
Yep.
When I found an ashtray, I'm like,
Right.
That's a very unique ashtray. You
Yep.
know?
Yeah.
I'm still looking. I found brand new sun visors, and they're 3-hole sun visors.
Okay.
So I need to look at cars and figure out
Sure.
which one's got 3 holes.
Yeah.
It's not a Beetle.
It's not going to be one of these two. So yeah, probably. I mean, we'd have to look at that one, but
I don't have the keys to the 34.
okay.
I have a new glove box lock.
Sure.
With keys for that, but that's a valet key.
Right. It's a different
So
key.
I took the cylinder out of the driver's door.
Yeah.
And I have literally a bag of key blanks. So I'm going to take them down to the lock guy.
Yeah.
Have him make one for the driver's door and hope that that's the ignition.
Sure. It should be. Yeah. That
I mean,
era.
that's too old. It's like
65 was matching ignition for all these by that point.
if somebody didn't change it out.
Well, yeah, that's true, but
You know, like
Yeah.
the Mark IV, I could just take the driver's door one
Oh.
off, get the code off.
Yeah,
away
and
I
have a
go,
new
you
key
know?
cut.
That
Yeah.
was long before the code stuff.
yeah, absolutely. Do you mind if we uncover that one?
No,
That's the one that that's one of my dream cars. And it's kind of amazing that it's been sitting here.
and we drove to Ohio to buy it. I had no idea what was. He just told me we were going there to get a Ghia. So
Sure.
My brother has a 28-foot enclosed trailer.
Oh my God.
So we drove on out there, and we had to put the car in backwards because of the tongue weight. And I thought we had everything. The guy's like, "Oh, you forgot the engine block." So he put that engine on the very tailgate of the trailer.
Sure.
Oh my God, I was sawing the steering wheel from Ohio to here. It was the worst ride of my life.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
like I almost died about every 30 seconds.
What year was that?
Oh, 05.
Okay. Wow.
If you like these kind of things, it's art.
It's art. It's art.
It is. It's art. If this is what you like, I had Corvairs. Was never a big fan. I had a couple of them.
Yeah.
This is definitely sexier than a Corvair.
Definitely. It's a beautiful car. It's like you said, it's art. It simply is.
Way before its time.
Way before its time. And almost nothing ever like it since, honestly. I mean,
and we've been at this, like I said, 6 weeks we've been at this. Yesterday, I found the fog lights for it. Yesterday.
Sure. Yeah.
6 weeks. I found the heater control knobs in his desk drawer.
Yeah.
You know, I found the glove box lock in the kitchen.
Looks like it was through an engine fire at some point.
You can pop the lid. It'll open. It's a button underneath it. It's not for this.
Nope. Oh man, the oil fill.
I found one of these the other day because the dipstick's about that long.
Yeah.
And the guy that was with me, he's like, "What the heck kind of Volkswagen is that for?"
Right.
I'm like, I know what it's for.
Wow.
I can't get a crank on it to see if it.
Right. No, there's no way to. I mean, you could try from the generator to see if it spin, but have you pulled oil? Is the oil clean in it?
I have.
Oh, yeah. May I? This is like a privilege. Let's see. We're bone dry.
Yeah.
That's as dry as it gets.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, you never know, though. I mean, you'd have to add oil, but...
Well, these things weren't exactly solid, and the car sat for 20 plus years.
Right.
That could have certainly have leaked out.
Right.
So, these rusty panels, wait till you see. We got all new ones.
Oh, the corners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the sheet metal for this car. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I have like 80% for this car.
Right.
I don't have 100, but I got like 80%.
Right.
That Ghia, I got like 90.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Such a special thing.
I just wished he would have left the pan in the Ghia.
Right.
That kills it having the pan on.
Yeah.
I mean, just loading that thing up on a trailer is going to be a challenge.
The door does open gently.
And the metal's not bad on this car.
No.
Wait till you see the metal that I have for it.
Yeah. Well, you got a rear seat at least.
I've got a couple of those.
Okay, well that's good, because that's hard to find stuff. Wow. Yeah, the old no parking sign is a floor pan.
And I'm sure you can help me with that.
Brand new gas pedal on there. It's got the sticker on it.
I have like 3 back seats and I don't know which cars they go to. I was going to wait to uncover everything to figure it out, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, when I found these heater control knobs, I was like, what the heck are those things to? I'll hold on to them.
Yep.
They're going to come up.
Yeah.
The glove box door. When I find this little tiny glove box door, I'm like, and the glove box door was just sitting on his desk, like he had just set it there the day before.
Wow.
So we got an extra set of side glass.
Yeah.
And new knobs.
Right. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So we've been working on.
What about rubber and like front and rear glass?
So what we've been working on here is to try to do 3 piles.
Okay.
An air-cooled pile,
Sure.
a 65 Ghia pile, and
Sure.
a 65 Type 4 pile.
Yeah.
So when you go to the house, there's going to be 2 different locations where we've tried to,
Sure.
because the stuff needs to go with the car.
Right.
I mean, that's
Yep.
the whole point of this.
Yeah. Otherwise,
is to make this come back.
Right.
You know, we have a financial problem here that he didn't have a whole lot of money, and his sister fronted the money to bury him and
Sure.
all that good stuff. And the house will sell okay, but she has a number she needs to reach, and
Yeah.
so that's kind of where we're.
Understood. Yeah.
And the most important part is it goes to someone that cares.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do this.
Right.
I know he loved him.
Right.
But this breaks my heart to see these.
Oh yeah.
Sitting.
It's hard. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
So you asked about rubber. I have all new rubber.
Yeah.
But the problem is I have rubber for this, I have rubber
For that,
and
yeah.
I have rubber so I have a huge box of rubber.
Sure.
But it all has the part numbers on it because it's all Volkswagen
Right,
stuff.
right.
He sourced from around the world.
Yeah.
So I need to sit down with laptop
And sort it.
What goes to... There's only so many hours in the day.
I appreciate you letting me video and everything too, Jim.
I pulled those out of the scrap. They were headed the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, don't let those go to
no,
scrap.
no,
No. You can have those rebuilt. Those are both 6 volters too. They're big. Well, actually, one's 12, one's 6. That big solenoid, I would swear is a 6. Hey Schrader, come on in with us, buddy.
So what I've been working on here...
Oh, he's a vinyl guy too.
Okay, so we sent those to a shop and they were going to appraise them and get back to us.
Yeah.
They will have nothing to do with them. They say the condition's not good.
I know, it's all the... I've got a bunch of vinyl that was given to me. Condition's not good enough on everything, but it plays great.
Right.
You know, they tell you the
It's
condition's not good enough
sleeves.
because it's the sleeves. Exactly. Yeah.
So most of the stuff, other than my box of seals that I got
Sure.
some of it's marked.
Yeah, that's...
Type 34?
Type 34 right there.
Oh, I was going to toss this, and the one guy's like, no.
Oh, no, you
That's
don't.
wall art.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you don't. That's amazing. That might be needed, too, depending on what that looks like, that actual lid.
No, turn around.
Oh, my gosh. He's got him there.
Even amidst the general chaos of the home, it was clear that Greg was the type of guy that wasn't leaving anything to chance. He had a spare deck lid and a spare front trunk lid for the Type 34 Karmann Ghia. Both body panels original and extremely hard to source.
VW steering wheel cover.
Right.
Because some of the stuff they stock and they wouldn't sell,
Right.
and he just bring it home. You know, when you're the parts manager, you can do that.
Is this another?
That's a tool.
Yeah.
I know what for,
Yeah, that's transmission.
though. Yeah. Check this out. And I found 2
That's
of
so cool.
them. Is that cool?
That's amazing. Little radio.
And there's no battery in it, so it's not all crusty.
Right, because it was probably just brand new and he never even put a battery
Right.
in it.
Take a look at that stuff.
Yeah.
This is the timepiece.
Oh my god.
That's a freaking timepiece.
That's a total timepiece.
What am I gonna get for that? $10? You know? And
It's so hard to see.
priceless.
Yeah.
If you needed that, it's priceless.
Yeah.
We were trying to find out. There's 2 sets of taillights for the Bug too.
Wow. The old school VW print on the
And we
box.
were trying to figure out what those chrome things were. It's an accessory that goes on the B pillars on Beetles.
Yes. Yeah.
I had no clue.
And this is the real deal one with the Wolfsburg logo stamped in it, not the little MP, the modern MP reproductions. These are actually VW, which makes sense because he worked for VW. Although he does have some MP and some bug pack hanging out in here.
Of course, you have.
You have to, yeah. That's cool. And then this would have been for the 58 Beetle. That's a real snowflake too.
There's 2 sets of it.
Yeah. Wow.
So
That's a wonderful
I'm a
piece.
30-year
And
master tech.
and that's
I
new
have
old
no
stock.
idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
I understand
Yeah.
you're saying it, but I
mean-
didn't know there was a difference.
Yeah, see the little
Yes.
the emblem? Yep. Yeah. That's that's rare, and I mean they exist out there, but they're specific to that year and all that.
First Bug in like 1980.
Right.
And
Yeah.
was at it ever since then.
Yeah.
And I thought when I went to German Auto Works in 89 or something, I told that guy, I know everything there is to know about bugs.
Right.
I've done clutch cables.
Yeah.
I've done throttle cables. I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to adjust a dump tube, the carburetor. I know none of that stuff,
Right,
you know?
right.
All those little tweaks to make them run good.
Actually get him there.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there a gas tank in the bedroom? There sure is.
No, there's 2 gas tanks.
Two
We
gas-
go there first, you know?
All right. Now let's go upstairs
Because,
first.
Greg, you couldn't have to have 1 gas tank. You had to have 2.
For 6 weeks, Jim had been organizing all of the parts, and still he was finding incredible items. Every room had something special.
Wow, an original roof ski rack. The part number on it and everything. This is fanboy nerddom, but I love the ski racks. And
So that crankshaft is on the ground right next to you there. The box had water damage, so I stuck the parts tag on the back. Check this.
brand new crankshaft. Yeah, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. I would swear that's a reproduction. It's so clean.
It's not.
I know it's not. I know, but it's...
I found the emblem in the armoire.
Okay.
The steering wheel center. So it's obviously not from this wheel.
Right, but still.
I found it.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, and that's all new engine tin, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the box.
Yeah, new. Like from Volkswagen.
From Volkswagen new.
Not just new, from Volkswagen new.
Yeah. Wow. Battery cover. That's the battery top cover. And then the rest is just from Volkswagen new. There's a fuel gauge. That's more Ghia-ish, or Type 34. You can't get these anymore.
I got plenty.
Really? That's funny. Yeah, these ones you can't get. Although the W9s are better, but the W7 you can't get anymore
Do you
too.
want the rubbers too?
Those rubbers are for running board covers.
Oh, yeah.
It's rare to have them in the gray. Most everybody has them in black. So yeah, that's the gray running board cover. I was gonna say he's got another set of snowflakes just hanging out in this box.
I have no idea what those trims are that are laying there.
There are toys in here. These are like VW toys and trinkets.
Some.
Yeah, Bugwood Derby.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Check out this accessory in the box.
State Line Volks. Oh yeah. That's cool.
I mean, just
in the bag.
In the bag. So much stuff.
This has never been opened. This has never been opened.
That's a timepiece.
It's a wooden derby car.
Yeah, for a bug.
Yeah.
There's an open one in there.
Oh man. That's so cool. Oh, there is. I got to see what it looks like. Yeah, there it is. There you go. You can carve your own. It's a carve your own wooden derby car. There's the general overall. They got the wheels hold out, and you carve it into a bug, and they give you the template and everything. Actually, this one looks like a bus.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I got a bus out of that one.
That's a bus one. That's super cool. Well, here's some of your lock cylinders.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's your bag of keys. Yeah. Wow, all the manuals. Oh man. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Team Scirocco. I'm a Scirocco guy too.
I have a 86 16 valve.
No way. That's a badass car.
God, you should have saw the posters.
Oh,
they already went for sale.
Man.
The posters were amazing because he worked at the dealer, you know.
Yeah.
So he got the bands. That's the titles for the cars.
Okay, I was gonna say it felt like weight in those.
This was a clean spot for me to put stuff where I knew I wouldn't lose it, you know.
Yeah.
Because
dealer
I lose
books.
stuff, you know.
Oh sure. I mean it's
everywhere.
how could you not? It's everywhere, and you're trying to sort through everything. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is carpeting though.
From Volkswagen.
This is from Volkswagen carpeting, new, with the VW labels on it. You just don't see this. This is very, very special, very rare.
What do you suppose those axles are for that are behind you? I think they're puppy dog.
There's a rear window. That's a small rear window.
That's for the bug.
That's bug, yeah. Yeah, that's bug.
There's two of them. Because you got to have two.
Sure, you got it. You got to have two.
Yeah. It took us 3 days to make his office look like this.
Wow.
So he had toys everywhere. He had in the box a Karmann Ghia pulling a camping trailer from the 60s.
Sure.
I had it all in a box. His nephews threw it in the dumpster.
Larry Roche of Bensonville. Wow.
He worked everywhere.
Yeah.
At one point in time. In 45 years, he worked everywhere.
Wow.
As I looked around the office, some things were hidden in plain sight, like the vintage Recaro office chair, and other things were just too cool not to notice.
No way!
There were 3 oranges and 1 black. I still have 2 oranges.
Wow!
I have so much microfiche. Oh my God. I have more microfiche than I know what to do with.
Wow! The original VW
I mean, everywhere you look.
parts
You want a wiring diagram?
system. Yeah, Vanagon Type 2 fuel system. Right there. Pro training.
Vanagon.
for the vanning.
Digify.
Yeah, I mean, I could use that just in my day job. Just having the extra level, and I know all about them already, but I'm sure there's something in there that I'd be like, no way, that's how that's actually supposed to work.
Synchro.
Yeah. Dude, the synchros are rare.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta take a quick look.
There's a light on here. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Oh, man, no, that's all right. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, there's a Beetle Racer model. All kinds of stuff.
Where you're standing, it was piled knee-high with stuff.
No way.
I mean, we've been just digging.
Yeah.
Digging and digging and digging.
Well, let's keep moving. And,
So this room here is Type 34 on the left and Ghia on the right.
Even with the overwhelming amount of rare parts hidden in every room, you would think I would be distracted, but I couldn't help but just keep thinking about the Type 34 Karmann Ghia, and there were reminders everywhere.
Hey, you can see these. And they've been through customs, X-ray check.
holy Moses. Yeah. Wow.
And that was one of the things one of the guys told me from the club. He had to pay $500 for one.
Yeah.
And as he told me that, it's like the next day I find a brand new set. I'm like,
Wow.
Am I going to get somebody to give me $1,000 for two?
No. No.
If I got somebody to give me $500 for two, I would run them to them. You know?
Right. I hear you. I hear you.
Is that sheet metal there Beetle?
Look at this. Cleans and polishes your VW. Here you go. Classic car wax. Cleans and polishes your VW.
That's what I was saying. I can't throw that away. That's the coolest shit. Just the can is just so cool.
Wow. Yeah, this is all 34 stuff. Unbelievable. Well, that's got to be out of the car for sure.
Extra set of door locks.
Now these.
That's 34.
Yeah, they're 34. They are original. Yeah.
And there's a couple.
For a second, I thought they were reproduction. They're so clean.
Right.
But yeah, my God.
It's like this was in a drawer in his bedroom.
Sure. Yeah, you got to.
That's where I keep it.
Right. You got to dig this stuff up. Yeah, no, I hear you.
And some of the stuff is like, well, I don't ever remember that on a Karmann Ghia.
Right.
So it must be for this, you know. The choke heating element.
Right.
In the box.
Yeah.
In the box. And of course, there's two. You got two carburetors.
Right,
you know?
and that's a 6-volt one, so yeah, that's rare. Because the 12-volt ones you can still get, and they pop up online from time to time. But the 6-volt, that's something.
Yeah.
We got a big overrider there. This is not.
That's bug, right?
No, it's neither. No, that's not VW. That's, I think, a shower curtain rod. But it looks like a VW part for a second. For a second, in a house full of VW parts, for a second you think it's one. This is cool. Little Bosch clock for your desk. Mm-hmm. Super Bosch desk clock. That's fun. Can I take this one with me?
You absolutely can have that, yeah.
Cool. Just a box of authentic manuals. Whoa.
I mean, I found a box, an old box that had pencil erasers shaped like bugs.
Yeah.
All right. Downstairs.
Schrader's all happy.
Oh, yeah. He's a happy dog. He doesn't do stairs a whole lot.
He's a good boy. Oh, yeah, another microfiche. Another orange one.
Yeah, and there's a black one there, too.
Man. Wow.
So,
Seats.
the left is Ghia,
Sure.
and the right is 34. And the seats weren't terrible that were in the Ghia.
No. It had a brick red interior. That's cool.
I thought they were bug seats at first.
Yeah. No, I gotcha.
Look at these doors.
Yeah. 34 doors.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
They're both like that.
Yeah.
They probably need a little massaging before you paint them black.
Of course. Yeah.
I couldn't get over how nice those seats look. Those seats are from 1965.
Yeah. They're not bad.
And there's all the extra sheet metal
Yep.
that came with the car.
Right.
I mean, there's just a ton of stuff that came. There's enough sheet metal to put another engine together.
He had a lot of 36 horse stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bike I was telling you about.
Right. Yeah, the Jetta Trek bike, limited edition. The
And
VW logo on it.
Wrote it somewhere because he put a different seat on it, but the tires still got the original little nubbies and all the stuff on there.
Yeah. Original Bontrager tires and everything. Oh, that's really cool. The framed VW.
That should be the visors out of the Beetle. I think,
Oh, dude, he has original VW lacquer.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
they still stink.
Oh, I'm sure you can still spray this stuff sometimes. Sometimes you can still spray this stuff. That's funny. Oh, and VW brake fluid. Original lacquer. What color is it? It's L4. Oh, I can't see what color that one is. It's L87. Pearl Weiss is pearl white. This is L4 something. What color is this?
You plug it corded, maybe. That light over your head might work.
Dude, this looks like it could be beryl green. If it's beryl green, I have to take this for a friend of mine. Oops, kicking things. L478, I think that's beryl green.
They're probably both.
Oh my God.
Well, we'll set them on the stairs.
My buddy's car is beryl green and he will freak out. He will freak out with that.
I couldn't let those guys take this shit to the dumpster.
No.
I mean, I fought hard. I don't know what those two are.
These are probably mixers, like hardener for the paint. I don't speak German.
Me neither.
Yeah, this is original VW Conservierungsmittel. Yeah, sure. Yeah, roast me in the comments, people. I'm sure you're gonna be like, you don't speak German at all. I don't speak German at all. Probably should at this point if... Oh, look at that. Look at that. VW original mechanics jumpsuit shopwear. I need to work in that every day. That should be my... I gotta get some of those and make that my everyday wearing outfit. This is a full has-it raise up apprentice kit, VW apprentice kit toolbox.
And it's heavy because this comes up along with it.
Yep, everything lifts up. You got a tub in the bottom, and it's made by the VW original tool manufacturer has-it. That's fantastic. Cool stuff like that, just sleeping in the basement.
Right.
Like, who would have known? Well, we wrapped up here in the basement, and then we'll probably take another look at the cars and stuff like that. But it's a life of parts dedication and VW dedication and nerddom here, and it's really cool. It's a privilege to be in here, and I'm thankful to Jim for having me out to check all this stuff out. And we're gonna keep rummaging and checking things over, and then take everything from there.
As the afternoon went on, Jim shared stories about his friend Greg, dug up more items around the house, and the two of us bonded over our mutual appreciation of German engineering and old Volkswagens. The things that Greg collected might not mean as much to everyone, but to guys like Jim and I, is fascinating stuff.
That one's nice. Yeah, I dig it.
It's fun to spend an afternoon with someone that enjoys this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For me too. I mean, really, truly.
I mean,
this
even
is
if you buy nothing, at least
really
I know
cool.
some stuff went to a good home, and
right.
because this is really the big pictures. I'm not getting paid for this.
Right. Yeah,
I'm
you're
doing this
helping.
because I love this shit.
Yeah, I hear you.
Greg wasn't in great health before his passing, and these cars languished to a certain extent as a result of that. But his heart and his mind was always focused on them. He was always buying parts, planning, trying to figure out how he would make them better when he would get to restoring them. He was the type of guy that was making a plan, whether he was physically able to actually get involved with the cars or not. His heart was in it. Out of kindness and the brotherhood that is VW, Jim offered me some tools, dealership tools, really rare stuff, the kind of thing that I can make good use of. And he offered me a bunch of chemicals that they'd have to pay to get rid of, and a lot of them were new and unopened and can be used in my line of work. So I took to cleaning out the basement and taking the stuff that he offered me. And all the while I kept thinking, with everything I have going on, is there any way that I can make this Type 34 Karmann Ghia mine?
And here we got a visit from Princess, the neighbor dog. Princess is just hanging out with Karmann Ghia. Yeah. That's right, girl. It's right. You tell me. You tell me off. You gonna bite me? No, just sniff the glove. Get some scratchies. Oh, we're loving this. Oh, we're coming down the basement now. Oh, hey, girl. Yeah. Oh. Oh. You're so cute. Okay, I gotta go get more chemicals out of the basement. Yeah. Yeah, okay. If you say so. If you say so. You must be scratched, huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah. You probably want to go back up there now. You're so cute. This is what a VW picker life is like. You want to go and find them, find the dogs that go with them. Yeah. Princess is a real good dog here. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Good puppy. Yeah, good girl. Who would have thought? Who would have thought this is all just sleeping back here? In the western suburbs of Chicago. Crazy. A whole life of VW passion. All kinds of stuff. Unbelievable. I'm getting some rust-proofing chemicals out of this old Worth cabinet. New old Worth cabinet. And so they're being kind to me and letting me take some tools of the trade. There's a lot of Eastwood stuff in here that I pay big money for these days. So I'm going to take it and use it. When I was at the property, we talked and chewed the fat, and a couple of his friends came over. We all stood around talking about Volkswagens and Porsche stories and all kinds of stuff. It was a really fun time. And he gave me the opportunity to make purchase of the 3 cars and the parts. And he gave me a very special price, a Volkswagen community price. And I told him I had to think about it because I've got a lot going on with this business. I have a lot going on with this channel, and there's only so much I can do. And financially, I only have so much to work with. And I have to put my business first and put my personal life first and make sure that I don't do anything too stupid. So I told him I needed a couple of days to think about it. A couple of days have passed, and I just got off the phone with him, and I turned it down. It's not always the right time. It might be the right car. It might be the coolest project that you've ever seen, but it's really not always the right time. And the timing on this just didn't work out for me. I will someday find myself a Type 34 Ghia. I'm committed to that. So keep watching the channel. We're going to hunt one down. And it may not be as cool as this one. It may not have the story behind it, but it'll be the right one for me at the time. And in the meantime, I have a couple of regular old Karmann Ghias, like this one back here behind me, right there. I got to do something with that. I've got one outside under a car cover that I have to do something with. If I didn't have those right now, I'd probably be able to make purchase of this little lot of cars and parts that Jim's offering me that Greg used to have. But I've got those 2 already. They're enough for me. I got other vehicles to work on. You're going to see a bunch of crazy stuff happen here on the channel as we go forward. I really appreciate your viewership. Thank you for watching this episode. You never know where these stories are. You never know where these parts are. You never know where these cars are. They could be around the corner from you in the neighborhood, and you wouldn't have a clue. It's a privilege to walk through someone's life and be led through it by their best buddy. To remember them, even if it's just talking about their cars and the old times and how they got what and where they used to work. That's a real honor for someone like me. And maybe it's just because it's what I do too, you know? And you guys are watching my story right now, and I'm sharing, but you know, Greg's was hidden until now. It was just him and his friends that knew about this. And now more people know. More people know the story of Greg and his VW parts obsession as a VW parts guy, his commitment to the craft, his commitment to air-cooled Volkswagens, his love and passion of them. Now, you guys can always come back here and hear the story of the Type 34 Karmann Ghia that was asleep in the suburbs of Chicago, waiting for its day. It was cared for, parts were collected for it. It doesn't get cooler than that. And if you're gonna leave a legacy, a car legacy is a pretty good one to leave. A legacy of true friendship, from fun experiences, from a job well done, from a life of dedication and service to the motoring community. That's a really good legacy. Jim gave me some of Greg's tools, and they're VW factory tools. And I don't know if you guys know much about those, but they're hard to find, they're hard to get. So I'm gonna use those and do my best to commemorate Greg with every car that I work on. Godspeed, Greg. There's a lot of people down here that miss you. I think your collection is cool as hell. I never met you, but I'm sure we'd get along. And thank you for the tools. And yeah, you're remembered.